Hey everybody, welcome to the Creativity Cave. I'm Dina Rico and always happy to stamp with you. And today is no exception. I have two awesome cards to share with you. They're really easy and they have some really fun little things going on with them. So I can't wait to share with you how they all came together. So, of course, these are man cards. Can you tell? I think though we could easily make them woman cards. That sounds terrible. But seriously, we could, with just a couple of little added things. So first of all, let me show you, I'm going to stick a piece of paper down here because I'm going to get messy as I always do. First, let me show you the motorcycle card. So this card uses the stamp set One Wild Ride, which I love this set because motorcycles are such a great masculine theme. Of course, my husband actually built a motorcycle, so this is kind of fun, and it's always nice to have something that I can give to him that is cute and masculine and whatever. Okay, maybe not cute and masculine, but masculine and manly. So let me show you how I made this card because it really is truly easy. I'm using the stitched shape framelits for this oval, and I'm going to stamp the motorcycle in black Memento ink on the oval is smoky slate. And I kind of like this card because it doesn't have any white or vanilla, and that is kind of unusual. I'm hard pressed to make a card without white or vanilla. I mean, that's just kind of like how it is. All right, so I like this motorcycle too because it's kind of got do you see the lines are kind of texture-y in there, and I think that just adds to it. It kind of has a vintage feel, but it's not necessarily vintage. It can be whatever you want, which I love. And then the other thing that I love in this stamp set, the set's right here, is there's a couple of texture-y images for borders and backgrounds that you can add, which I love. So I'm going to take the tread mark and line or stamp it underneath. Now this will be in smoky slate ink. And we'll put it right there like that. Isn't that awesome? And then I'm going to set this aside and I have two pieces of cardstock. And by the way, all the dimensions and supplies and everything, pardon me, will be listed on my blog. There's a link in the description of this video, so make sure you check that out. You can also shop my online store for all these amazing products, which is amazing. And it helps support me bringing more awesome videos just like this one to you each week. So I hope you are enjoying my videos. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that hurts. I just had surgery a couple weeks ago and I'm still not quite healed. Okay, so I just did kind of a diagonal. I've got the action to it, but I don't have the words. I hate when that happens. Okay, now I'm also have a half a sheet of cardstock that I cut the hot dog way. Oh, stop coughing! It hurts. Oh, okay, I'm all right. And I'm going to use my trimmer to score this at 5.5. When you have cardstock cut this way, it's against the grain, which means that you kind of need to. Okay, we'll try that again. When you're folding cardstock the hot dog way, you need to use a scoring blade to get a nice crease. If you don't, it can kind of crumble, I guess is the best word, and not be nice and crisp. So that's why I do that. Generally speaking, though, I'm too lazy to do that on a side fold because it just goes fine. All right, so I have my black card base. This piece will go on the inside. I'm going to set that aside for now. I will adhere my other stamped piece right here. And I like using Fast Fuse. It's sticky and it's easy. Now I also embossed this piece of silver foil, and how awesome is that? I used the textured dynamic embossing folder hexagon. Let me grab it. It is so cool because it creates this honeycomb texture, and you can get it in 2 different directions. So actually, let me show you. I had a scrap. I first tried this when I was making this card. I was like, it needs something, but I couldn't quite figure out what yet. And so I had a scrap. I don't know what happened to it though. I had a scrap that I had embossed. Oh, here it is. With just basic gray. So here it is concave, but then if you flip it over, it's convex. So you can get both. And you know, you can see there's a little bit of dimension there. I mean, more than a normal embossing folder. So it's really kind of fun. Anyway, so this is silver foil paper, and I'm just going to adhere this onto my card. Now notice I put the adhesive on this piece rather than this piece, and that is so I didn't flatten out that gorgeous texture. So that's why I did that, because I've noticed if I fold things after I've embossed them, along my fold is kind of a flat spot. So we don't want flat cards. You know I like dimension. So now I'm going to take and adhere my motorcycle right on here with some dimensionals, because as I just said, dimension is awesome. Then I just have this little scrap here. This is leftover from trimming down my cardstock, and I'm just going to stamp congratulations, which is also part of the stamp set, in some black ink on this basic gray layer. And woo, we'll just do that. I'm going to trim the end. We'll stamp it straight this time, just for you guys, because I love you. Well, that was straighter. I'm going to trim the end with my triple banner punch, because I do love this punch. And there we go. Now I will pop this up on the less crooked side of my cardstock. I like using the border pieces of these dimensional sheets for this. So I'll just stick this on here and then attach it kind of in between the tread and the motorcycle itself, just like that. Isn't that fun? Okay, now to finish this off, I have just a little bit more that I want to stamp. First of all, I have my card base here, and I'll show you what's on the inside. I did Life's a Journey, and this is this is from the stamp set, and it has the banner punch is what punches it out. Or I'm sorry, badge punch. Best badge, I think, is the official term for it. So we're going to stamp that image in black ink again. And we'll stamp it on our scrap of cardstock here and punch it out. I love that you can punch out images like this. There's several stamp sets actually in the catalog that coordinate with this punch. This is just one of them. In fact, my next card, we're going to use it as well. So I'm going to show you the versatility of this. I'm also going to stamp this in, well, I guess we can do it in black. I think I might have done that in basic gray, but it doesn't matter. There we go. And again, I'll pop it up because we have to. I mean, that's just how things are. And finally, we'll adhere this inside our card. Now, what I love about this is this card is especially vague. This congratulations could be for all sorts of things. It could be for a birthday. It could be for a retirement. It could be for congratulations, you fixed the car. I mean, whatever. It's all purpose. So you can specify it, you know, like you could add a happy birthday stamp in here, or you could leave it just like that and just use it for any occasion. That's what I love about this, is it's kind of vague. I love congratulations because there's a lot of things you can congratulate people for. All right, now let's look at this one. And this is the same way. It is also vague. You're the best. You could be the best at all sorts of different stuff, but I'm not going to specify why until the occasion arises. Okay. All right. Now let me show you how easy this one is, because it's super duper easy as well. Now I'm using some of the same supplies I have a black card base, just like the last card, although this time I had folded, or I'd cut it the short way. And to be honest, in case you're wondering why, many times I choose this based on the scraps I have available at my fingertips, but sometimes it's also whether or not I can wrap ribbon around a card or need to wrap ribbon around a card. So that's kind of what helps make those choices for me. Now I I embossed this piece of printed paper with that textured dynamic embossing folder. How awesome is that? So you can see on my sample, I think it is convex, yes. And on my second one, it's concave. And sometimes you can't totally see, but I think right there you can appreciate the difference. Now I'm just going to adhere this. Again, I'll put my adhesive on the layer rather than on my piece of paper with the texture, just because I don't want to flatten anything out. And then I'm going to take some black baker's twine, which I'm not sure what happened to it. So as I so often do, if I can't find one, I just open up another. Now I know you can't do that, but I do this because I go through a lot of supplies. So I can manage it. I also am a self-proclaimed lazy stamper. In fact, I even had a blog post on Friday about the lazy version of the card that I made, or the technique I was doing. I hope nobody was offended by that, but you never know. I never mean to offend, only to inspire. All right. I think if you understood my deadpan sense of humor, you'd appreciate it. All right, so for this card, you can see I just wrapped it around a couple times and I tied it. Now we'll cover that up with our banner, so that's easy peasy. I'm going to adhere this to my card again. And of course we'll put something on the inside as well. Now this time I'm using the stamp set Urban District, which is right here. And this set is really fun. If you are making Father's Day cards, the dad here is amazing because look at all these fun different things. I mean, everything in here is covered, like sports, outdoors, professions. Like here's a tractor for my husband who works for John Deere. I mean, seriously, how did they know he was an engineer for John Deere? I mean, honestly. There's hunting, boating, like I said, sports, rock bands, bicycles, chef hats, fixer-uppers, gamers, barbecuers. Literally, everything's in here. Beer, I mean, that covers like 90%. There's even a cute little motorcycle. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about this now. But I like this set too because there's World's Greatest and You're the Best. And I think these are wonderful things to put in cards. So again, you're the best. And I think in my blog post, I actually wrote something like, you're the best. I'm sorry I broke the dishwasher. Thank you for fixing it. Like I said, you never know what you might need this card for. Now we're going to use that awesome punch again. I just need to grab my scrap of printed paper, which is just out of reach. And then we'll punch it. So on this one, I'm using the Urban Underground printed paper, and there is a sad travesty about this paper right now. It is actually discontinued and completely out of stock. However, Dina's been hoarding it because she had a whole set of classes planned for this, and then the discontinued list came out and kind of ruined it. But if you are interested in some of this DSP, I do have a class that comes with some. So check out my class page. We're doing an Urban Underground class and a softer side of Urban Underground, which I'm pretty excited about. So you can check that out. Now I've punched my little badge punch. Did I just say banner before? Words are so hard. So I'm going to pop this up over the top of that black twine. And then I also have a scrap. There we go. A scrap of cardstock. This is again left over from trimming cardstock for cards. And I'm going to stamp You're the Best. We'll do that in black. Oh, I was going to say, where's my black pad? It's just right in front of me. That's often where I find things. Okay, so You're the Best. Oh, straight and everything. Now I'm going to punch this with my triple banner again. And I want to get it tight, so I'm going to take off a couple layers just because my piece was a little bit long. So there we go. You're the best. And center that. You're the best. Take just a little bit more off of each side. There we go. Otherwise it'll be long and gangly. No one wants that, right? Okay, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of make it textury, I guess. I'm just wearing it out a little. You can see you get lots of fun textury lines. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to adhere this right over the badge. Now that is pretty awesome, I think. I mean, I'm just saying. But what really makes this card, in my completely personal, professional opinion, is the spritzing, because you know I like to spritz. So spritzing is so easy. You take your marker and you're going to flick the end of the marker onto the card. Depending on how hard you do it, you can get lots. Like here, I just got a little bit. So I'm going to do it one more time. There we go. I'm going to stop there because sometimes you can overkill. And that is my spritzing. How cool is that? And it just gives a little more texture. But I lied. I'm going to do a little more right there. Oh, see, that was too much. It's okay, though. So I love adding that texture. So I've got lots of dimension and texture in this card. And I think that really takes this very simple card and makes it kind of fancy. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Oh, wait, we have to stamp the inside. So one of the other images in this stamp set in the Urban District is this cool little border image. And we're going to stamp that. Let me remind myself of the colors I used. Oh, yeah. Delightful Dijon, gray and black. So, but where did my Delightful Dijon pad go? I hate when this happens. You know what happens to me all the time, though? It's like the world conspires against me. Or my office conspires against me. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that is my office's way of saying, clean me up. You'll be shocked to find out that it was under something. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the border, just going across in Delightful Dijon ink and black and basic gray. So we'll go basic gray next. I can't remember. Maybe I did. I probably should have cleaned that. It'll be okay. There we go. And then black. I think I did do smoky slate instead of, I said basic gray. I think I did smoky slate, but it doesn't matter. This is all good. So we've got 3 little borders. Yours can be straighter than mine. It's up to you completely. You're the best. And then, like I said, you can put anything on here. Now I see I got a little spritzing from before on here. So just to make it match, I'll do a little more. There we go. So there's a little spritzing at the bottom, at the top. It all matches. And last but not least, we'll put it inside. So I hope you loved that we made 2 whole cards. And I gave you, I think, a bunch of great tips. And you have some awesome masculine cards that you can personalize for whatever situations might arise in your life. Thank you again so much for joining me. If you would like to order any of these products, there are links in the description of my video at the bottom, or there's a link to my blog also with links to my online store. And I would so appreciate your support by placing orders through me, and I take excellent care of my customers. Thank you guys so much. Have an awesome weekend. Bye.